Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Outgoing Swiss ambassador to Ghana, Excellency Simon Giga, came to Ghana in August 2022. In her last few days here in Ghana. Have you did before, haven't we?
Yes, at least, I think twice even.
At least twice, yes. And welcome back to City FM. How are you doing?
Thank you, Bernard. And it's really a pleasure and a privilege. I know you came in for me today. So I feel honesty. I feel very honored. Thank you very much.
No, I didn't know you came in August 2022. That means 4 years already.
Yes, I did a full term.
It's moved very quickly, hasn't it?
Absolutely, quickly. Yeah. Scary also, I aged by 4 years, within just a moment, yes.
When you were coming to Ghana, what was usually when you're going to a country, they tell you what the post is about.
Yeah.
We are always very curious to know what ambassadors are told when they are giving Ghana. What kind of adjectives are used to describe?
I don't know whether that's only in Switzerland, but I think it's a Europe thing. They always say Ghana is Africa for beginners. You probably have heard that, right? But I realized already during my briefings that it's probably not going to be that. I realized that we as an embassy have a lot of different tasks, a lot of cooperation, also a lot of engagement, a lot of interest. So I realized, this is not going to be a walk in the park.
There's a lot of things happening.
And then, of course, August 22, not the best of all times for this country, right? That's really when the CD started to slide.
As if you were brought in for that.
No, but honestly, I was I think I came here, the CD was at six CDs a USD, and then by December it was at what? It was
10, 11.
No, it was more even than that. So I was oh my God, what have I gotten into, And no one could have briefed me for that because I had my briefings in June. And no one told me, there may be an economic crisis.
You walked into the eye of the storm.
I did, yes.
By the way, your posting is also to Togo and Benin.
Yes.
So you are in charge of Ghana, Togo, Benin. But Ghana is obviously the main country there.
Yeah.
So if you look at 2022 August and where we are July 2026, clearly things have improved, haven't they?
They have. Let's say at the surface, now we have to... No, they have improved. If you look at macroeconomy, and we have to say kudos to this government. It's not easy, right?
Yeah.
So, but this is the beginning. Obviously, what Ghana needs in the medium term are structural reforms, right?
Yeah.
So, I will be coming back to this country and I will be observing, I will be traveling on your roads and I will give feedback in a few years from now. So I really also want to see the infrastructure, that is being built. I want to see the business environment to improve beyond the macroeconomic figures. So there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be done.
You traveled a lot and I'll come to that. You didn't just stay in Accra. What I wanted to find out was how important the two countries are in terms of economic, what you call cooperation.
Yeah.
When I look at the Ghana numbers, we do export a lot to Switzerland.
I think gold mainly. Yeah, it's mainly gold, some cocoa.
And some cocoa as well.
It's 97% is gold because almost all of the gold that is being mined in your large mines is being refined in Switzerland. So obviously that's huge. It was almost $4 billion US, right, last year. So it's huge. What we are working on through our development cooperation is also to help Ghana diversify, because obviously you're a middle income country. You shouldn't be exporting gold and cocoa, right? You should be exporting refined products and all that. So that's what we do. That's why we work with Ghana also on different value chains, on shea, on textiles, on also in the cocoa sector, so on oil palm. So we have a bit both. We have the bilateral trade, which we feel is not where it should be in terms of the offer, the diversity of products. And then we have the development cooperation where we work with
Switzerland. So thinking about the fact that gold is Ghana's most important export and cocoa is probably number 2. Switzerland is a very important country for Ghana. But what does Switzerland export to Ghana, by the way?
Well, some pharmaceutical, some chemical products. It's very, very limited. But again, there we have also some machinery. The problem is also our when we look at machinery, it's super top-notch world class, but it may cost twice as much as the second best, right? So for a country like Ghana, it doesn't really, make sense to buy Swiss machinery.
Yeah. Switzerland is a very interesting country because it's not the largest country in Europe. It's not a member of the EU, but it's a highly respected territory or country within a very interesting. What's different about your country? Is it your political system? Is it because, of course, you're known as well for high efficiency, time and that type of thing. How do you describe your country to somebody who doesn't know it?
You know, Switzerland, I mean, we are one of the oldest countries, 1291, so 735 years, right? So and what really sets us apart from almost any other nation on this planet is that we grew bottom up, right? We started out with 3 cantons. Now we are 26. So, you know, there were always other counties or whatever that wanted to join. So we were growing organically. And I think that has really stayed in our DNA. So our entire nation is built bottom up. And even how our governance right now is super decentralized. You know, we have this principle of subsidiarity, so which says that you always take a decision at the lowest level possible. So a lot of our issues that are being tackled actually at the local level by municipal authorities. And only once you say well, but this, you know, has to go up to a higher level, we go to the regional, the cantonal level. Wow. And then our national government is actually very, very limited in what it does. Foreign policy, it does defense and all the things that really have to be centralized, but all the rest is decentralized.
But I'm sure it took you many years to figure out this model that is now working, because
that's why I said 700 plus years.
1291.
Right? So, yes.
1291.
Yeah.
Interesting. When I travel around the Switzerland, I think I've been to Switzerland a couple of times. I get the distinct feeling that I am in 3 countries in a sense. Some parts is Italian, some parts is French, some parts is German. Am I wrong in that perception?
I think you're right and wrong. There are cultural differences, and they're also being reflected when we have votes, you know, we do referenda and all that. You see the divide, the French speakers would vote differently from on average, right? I mean, then there are differences in every canton, but there's also the urban rural divide and all that, but there are cultural differences, and you will realize it, right? But still there is we also call ourselves a nation of the willing, in a way. We want to belong together, right? So we decided at one point, no, the German speakers don't want to be part of Germany or Austria. The Italian speakers didn't want to be part of Italy. The French speakers didn't want to be part of France. We want to be together. We want to be this diverse nation. So I think what is holding and binding us together is so much stronger than what divides us.
Caleb, something interesting. When she came into the studio, she said the studio was cold, which suggests to me that you've really acclimatized. Because if somebody comes to you from Switzerland to Ghana and is telling you that your studio is cold.
I never got used to the air conditioning. No, to the contrary. I would say I absolutely did not adapt to this country, because Ghanaians like to be in a fridge when they're inside, no? And I'm no.
So you don't like air conditioning?
I'm going to catch a cold, guys, you know? So.
No, because, you know, the air here can be quite humid. So a lot of people prefer to have air conditioners, which makes working in the office more comfortable. But I guess in Switzerland, the weather is generally colder.
Absolutely.
So you don't have air conditioners in Switzerland. It's more heaters.
No, it's actually now with the heat wave,
it's
a huge problem, because no one has air conditioning, right? So we are completely not equipped for the situation.
Poor you. You should come. You can carry your air conditioner.
I can. Exactly. If I need refreshment, I come back to Ghana.
You did say that economic cooperation is key, but I think there's also always security at the back of your mind, particularly because you are also looking at Togo and Benin. What's your assessment of the sub-region in the past 4 years? Any key things to highlight?
You know, I mean, we all know what is going on in the Sahel, and we have been concerned. We're seeing also, especially in Benin and Togo, right? We really see the encroachment towards the coastal states. So Ghana has been, I don't know whether very apt or very lucky or a combination of the two, that you haven't really seen any major terrorist attacks on your territory. But it's something that we are observing, obviously, with great concern. I do believe that all 3 countries I'm responsible for have really understood that this is a major challenge, and that they have to ramp up also their security response. But not only, I also am convinced that all 3 countries understood that this is also a question of long-term prevention, working on the root causes. So I see like actually Benin, Togo, and Ghana, you all have really started to invest in your northern territories and think like, you know, if people are disgruntled, if they're unhappy, they are vulnerable, you know. So I will be watching from afar, and obviously I hope that this tide can be stemmed in a way.
What have you prioritized by way of I don't want to use the word development support, but definitely because of course there's the economic side.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are other issues that interest you.
Yeah.
So, give me your top three.
So I would, I had top three. Okay, good. So one thing I'm super passionate about is like women empowerment and also young people, youth. So that's more something I did out of my own kind of commitment. So I've linked up to a lot of youth leaders, women, and I had my send-off not a long time ago, and I actually realized that I think 80% of the people who came were women. And women. Yeah. And I was like, how did that happen? And I was like, okay, maybe, you know, I'm now known for that. So I still believe like the future of Ghana is female, so maybe give them a chance. And then the second area was really democracy and governance, where I had to do some lobbying with our headquarters. I said, like, look, Ghana is so unique. You're democracy in the region, on the continent. And we saw it also with the last elections, right? Again, a peaceful transfer of power. I went to observe the elections. It really touched my heart. So I said, like, you know, we have to preserve that. And Ghana is one of the few like-minded countries in Africa that Switzerland has. So we're really building a democracy partnership where we have discussions, you know, where we say, like, look, those countries that are still democratic in this world, we have to work together and to preserve it, but maybe also to promote it in a way to say, like, look, this, I think Ghana can prove to the region, the continent, and the world, you know, that you can actually perform well also economically and be a success story and be a democracy at the same time. So we do now work with the parliament, especially with young parliamentarians again, and with the Women's Caucus. We supported constitutional reform process. Correct. So that's also something
we are very passionate about.
Very, very, very much involved, up to a point where people said, what's going to happen when you're leaving the country? I said, like, this is your process. I'm just behind the scenes, like trying to really keep things moving. But I'm 100% sure that, you know, if you get this right now, third time, then Ghana will be a different country.
So on the democracy and governance, you're convinced that constitutional review is part of what is required to translate the democratic dividend into some sustainable economic.
Exactly. That's how they called it, like a development constitution or whatever. Yes. And I agree completely with that. The 1992 constitution, again, was brilliant in doing the transition from military to democratic rule. Again, you can probably count on one hand how many countries in the world have ever done that, right? So that was a brilliant constitution for the time of the day. But I mean, it was also a transitional constitution. You have so many powers vested in the president. It's very centralized. Everything is in Accra. Like, I really think the next step should be to decentralize power, deconcentrate power, like have proper checks and balances, like all the institutions, you know, should have a say. And again, like, you cannot copy, but from any other country. But I think what the Swiss got right, better than anyone else probably, is that, you know, no one really holds power in Switzerland because, like, everybody has a little bit of power. So we all keep each other in check. So, and I think that was a major insight, you know, many years ago.
Deconcentration is key. So for those who are promoting constitutional review on the decentralization side, you are in full support.
100%. 100%.
So,
but I have my third point that I still have to, because I'm also extremely excited about what everything is happening in Ghana's creative economy, culture. I feel like I've been here in the best of all times, or maybe there are even better ones to come. But what is going on in the music industry, in the visual arts, all that, like, the soft power that Ghana could have internationally if you were able to leverage that. You know, all your artists going out there in the world and promoting Ghana. That's
You've met all of them. You've met Black Sheriff. You've met Stoneboy. I've seen you with all. I also saw you with Atizigi, the goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Oh, he plays in St. Gallen. That's like 20 minutes from my hometown. It's like next door. Yeah.
He was their best player in 2022. I think it was
they all love him. He's like a superstar. He cannot walk on the street in Switzerland. I swear to God, you have all the kids like running after him. He's a superstar.
He started his football in Adabraka, where our station
really?
is. So he's a local boy here as well. By the way, you are in the quarterfinal.
In the quarterfinal. Yes.
First time since 19 what?
54. 72 years. So this is like absolutely historic.
So we got into the quarterfinal in 2010.
Yeah, you're better than us. You were better than us. But now let's see. Semi-final.
So who is Switzerland playing next?
Argentina.
How optimistic? Between 0 to 10, with 0 being completely hopeless and 10 being absolutely certain. How confident are you that you could pull a surprise against Messi?
I think like 7.
That's not bad. 7.
No, because like, again, I don't want to offend anyone. Argentina was kind of, but they like not a super outstanding team, right?
It's true. They struggle.
Right? I mean, right?
Yeah,
so,
they struggle.
And if we have a good day, if our best striker is currently injured, so if somehow there's a miracle. No, Manzambi.
He's injured.
He's injured, so he couldn't play against, and he's the one who scored like all the goals. So if somehow magically, you know, I don't know, they can bring him back on the pitch, I really think we have a good chance.
So 7 is good. 7. Not bad. Yeah. Wow. That's watch that game. Are you going to do a viewing, or will you?
I'm going to be in the plane. Can you believe it? I didn't know. Who would have? I'm going to be in the plane from Accra to Istanbul. I have to find a way how to watch this. I know.
Whoever planned your itinerary didn't think Switzerland would make it to the quarterfinal.
No.
Amazing. But I mean, the World Cup has been interesting. I saw you initially with the Ghana jersey, asking support for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
How have you seen the tournament so far?
You know that I haven't really watched that much because since these are my last weeks, I've been at the farewell dinner at everything, even the Swiss games. So I was like at the farewell dinner in my honor, and I had my phone next to me. And I was like, I'm very sorry, but I have to check the score.
Wow.
But I watched the Black Star games. I did.
Yeah.
I think you have potential. Let's say that, you know, maybe you have to work a bit on more like the cohesion, the teamwork. I see the individuals. And we all know that again, Ghana is full of super talent. All the Swiss, you know, clubs want to source your players. So there is all this talent out there. Yeah. Now it's just you have to get them to
put them together.
Play together. Yes, and then
I wish you good luck against Argentina.
Thank you. Will you wear the Swiss jersey if we win? If we make it, please. Can you?
No, if you give me one, I'll wear it.
Okay, good. Oh my God! So I have to. I have to go to Cantamanto. Okay, I'll get you one. Okay.
I'll wear it because I want somebody to kick Argentina out.
Bernard, great conversation, and I'm checking out the number of Ghanaians in Switzerland. We have about 3,000 to 3,500 Ghanaians who live in Switzerland. We have a Ghanaian community in Geneva as well. So on Beyond Borders, hopefully one of these years we will come
travel. I was in Geneva. Geneva has a lot of Ghanaians who work with the agencies.
We look forward to coming around.
He hosts a show called Beyond Borders.
That's so cool.
So you will come to Geneva.
It would be nice to come around and talk to them and engage.
Yeah, unfortunately I won't be there. I would have loved to.
Where are they?
Uzbekistan. Can you repeat it, please?
Uzbekistan.
Oh, no, see, he's a real pro. We didn't rehearse this. This was
they are sending to Uzbekistan. Wow. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We will see you. Hopefully you come and visit Ghana one of these days with your family.
I will be back in December.
Nice.
Wonderful. Thank you. That was Ambassador Simon Giga, who's on the way out. Been here since August 2022, the end of an era. I had a great time. We've interacted with her and her team. Fantastic people. And generally wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bernard. Thank you.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.